Hey, you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to be talking about food combining. What is it, and how can it help you have calm periods that don't involve bloating, fatigue, and just overall discomfort? So, let me start off by saying this first. And this includes me too, because I came into the knowledge of this about a year and a half ago. And ever since I've implemented it, I have had better periods. I have had a better overall quality of life. I've had more energy. And not to mention, my moods and my creativity has also skyrocketed. So it's something that you don't want to ignore. Food combining is when you are very intentional about not only what you eat, but when you eat and how you eat. And a lot of us in especially the United States, where I'm originally from, we believe that, oh, it doesn't matter what you combine with your food. We have things like spaghetti and meatballs, we have a big piece of bread beside it, we might even have a big steak with it, we might have chicken, and we eat all that together. And that's a huge component of the SAD diet, the standard American diet. But then we wonder why we feel backed up. We start to have digestion issues, acne. We feel tired after we eat that big, heavy meal, whether it's mac and cheese, tacos, fried chicken. And we're like, what's going on? My body is working against me. But no, not at all. Your body is really sending you a signal. Your body is really telling you, hey, instead of eating all this rice in the morning, why don't you start off with a juicy piece of fruit or even just raw juice, whether it's watermelon, a green juice, pineapple, orange juice, whatever it is, as long as it's natural. That is the best thing to start with in the morning. And when I say all this, I am speaking from my own experience. I used to eat pancakes in the morning. I used to eat scrambled eggs, bacon, sausage. And don't get me wrong, it was good. I'm not saying anything about the taste or anything like that. But what I am saying is that it backed me up. It caused me to get dreary and sluggish by 10 a.m. in the morning. And if you're anything like me, you love being productive. So then when you end up taking that nap, you get what they call the itis. And then you're like, oh my gosh, what happened? I've lost like an hour, 2 hours where I could have been productive. But what I ate caused me to waste time. It caused me to be sluggish. Now you're in a bad mood. Your anxiety is up. Your stress is up. And the day is not turning out the way you envisioned. And the reason I'm saying this too is because it impacts your period. It impacts those cramps you get from the prostaglandins. And so now you're going through all this turmoil when you really don't have to. And for years, we as women have been lied to that, oh, well, this is just what happens to you, puberty, it's part of being a woman. No, it's about what you eat and when you eat and what you combine with it. And I find for me personally, everyone's different, but for me personally, I thrive when I start my morning off with fruit, with raw juice, and then for lunch or dinner I have a big garden salad, whether it's a green goddess salad, whether it's a taco salad that I make raw, whether it is like with the cucumber salad, whatever it is, I thrive with raw foods. And I find that my periods are no longer painful. They're calm. They really sneak up on me, if I'm being totally honest, because now I'm not feeding my body things that are contributing to its pain, because your body will tell you. And we've been taught as women, like, oh, the pain, that's the norm. No, pain is never normal. Pain is something that should make your antenna go up. You should be like, wait a minute, this is not normal. Let me investigate. Even keep a food log or a food diary, what you ate, how you felt after you ate that certain thing, what your body was doing, what was it communicating, what were the signals? Did you get nauseous? Did you have a migraine? What was your menstrual cycle like? Did you feel all these cramps? Did you feel like you couldn't get anything done, like you had no energy? None of that is quote unquote like failure on your part. It's data. It's all data. And then you take from that data what you need to make an informed decision about not only what you eat, but how you eat, what you eat with it, and when you eat. So, for example, with me, I eat my first bowl of fruit along with watermelon juice in the morning, and that's around between the 7:30 a.m. to maybe 9 a.m. And then around 1 p.m., I have my big salad, right? And you see how I spaced all that out. I don't eat the salad like an hour after I eat my fruit and drink my juice because I did that once, right? I did that once when I was trying to see, like, okay, let me see if I can do it this way. And then I ended up feeling super, super bloated. And I said to myself, okay, maybe I ate that too close. I didn't let enough time go by to let my food digest. I didn't give my body time to do what it needs to do, because that's another thing as well that we don't think about. We don't think about how long it will take certain foods that we're eating to leave the stomach and fully digest. We're just, oh, I'm hungry, let me cram, let me cram, let me cram. But then what we don't realize is if we're not combining it right, and then if we're just stacking food on top of one another, now you feel bloated, now you feel sluggish, now you feel like, oh my gosh, I feel like, okay, I love the food, it was great, but now I feel like I need to lie down. But when you space them out accordingly, it's smooth sailing, and you have to treat your body like a system, like a well functioning system. It's kind of like putting a bunch of paper into a paper shredder prematurely, and you're not letting enough time go by for the machine to fully shred the paper. So now you're just putting in paper after paper after paper, and after a while it'll be like, no more, no more, malfunction. Our bodies are the same way. And what you do within each month, how you eat, how you relax your nervous system, how you get your daily movement in, how you're releasing all these emotions, that informs your period as well. So it's not just one thing, it's a multitude of things. And it's actually a crying shame that they don't teach proper food combining in the school system, in society, in our communities, because even worldwide, a lot of people don't know what that is. They don't understand, like, oh, you're better off starting with fruit in the morning to get your digestion going, to wake that up. That way, you're not holding on to toxins in the body, because that's another thing that contributes to painful periods. We have all these toxins that could have been in your body for weeks, months, even years. And then we're like, well, wait, why am I always in pain? Because your body cannot detoxify itself because we're not giving it the proper fuel. But when you give it the proper fuel and you eat mindfully and you make sure that you're paying attention to your body's cues, you cannot lose at that. That is the best way to ensure that your body does what it's supposed to do, that you're not, overcompensating each month, that you're not just throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks, but you actually know what's going to help it thrive. But anyway, you guys, thanks so much for tuning in and watching. I'm going to be doing more videos on raw eating, plant based eating, on different things. Like a few of you messaged me and wanted to know more about moving abroad. So another video on that is coming soon. And I'll see you guys later, and we'll talk soon. Bye.